Good day, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Meditation with the Full Moon. This is a special offering from Sept with Rev Melissa. Sept stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. So, welcome, everyone. In preparation, please have three things. Have something to write with, pen or pencil, and have two pieces of paper. One is a paper that we're going to discard, and one is a paper that we're going to keep. So it could be a journal, it could be a separate piece of paper, whatever is convenient and handy for you. So have those things ready for when we do the meditation journaling part of this evening. So, our meditation with the full moon is an opportunity for you to experience a full spiritual practice. And the spiritual practice entails me sharing some information about this moon, just a sip, inspirational reading, which I will read to you, something that I hope will inspire you, inspirational journaling and meditation. And then we close with some more inspiration, like a prayer or reading. And then we close with some announcements. I have two announcements to share with you at the end. So let's start with information about this spectacular moon, this spectacular full moon. Y'all get ready because the energy coming from this moon is something. So, first of all, in general, the full moon is a cosmic spotlight illuminating what has worked and what hasn't worked for you. And it is a time for reflection and a time for releasing. This moon, this full moon in Pisces, is also called the corn moon because it traditionally coincides with the ripening and harvesting of corn in the northern hemisphere. And so it's a time of Thanksgiving and closure. And it was named the corn moon by Native Americans. This full moon reaches its peak illumination on Sunday. So, this is wonderful that we're doing the meditation with the full moon a couple of days before the full illumination. So, you will be ready on Sunday. But the moon all already looks amazing. If you haven't seen the moon, you want to see the moon over these next couple of days, especially on Sunday. So it'll reach its full illumination on Sunday at 2:09 p.m. Eastern Time. And the reason why this moon is so special is because there will be a total lunar eclipse. A total lunar eclipse. And this full moon marks the eclipse season. So the energies that are being unleashed can ripen for weeks to come. So this energy will linger for weeks to come. The eclipse happens at 2:11 p.m. on Sunday, and it will be visible across Egypt, Asia, and Australia. Unfortunately, it won't be visible in the Americas, but you can go to space.com and watch the live stream of the total lunar eclipse. And Davey wants to be on meditation with the full moon. He is. All right. All right. So this will be the first total lunar eclipse. There's going to be another one on September 21st So it's rare to have two total lunar eclipse in the same month, I believe. So the second one is coming with the new moon on September 21st. Spiritually, eclipses are powerful signals of endings that make way for a fresh start. It magnifies the full moon's core instructions to illuminate what's hidden and let it go. This moon is also a blood moon. So we got the full moon, we got the fact that it is a total lunar eclipse, and on top of that is a blood moon. So what makes it a blood moon is it's covered by the Earth's shadow, which will lend a red hue color to the moon. The blood moon symbolizes the time for a spiritual reset. It's a time to dissolve illusions, heighten intuition, and encourages emotional release. So you may receive a wake up call telling you it's time to end this. It's time to bring this to an end. But the other side of endings are new beginnings. So keep that in mind. So all of these elements of the full September lunar eclipse, blood, corn, moon, and Pisces is deeply connected to themes of release, reflection, recalibration, and gratitude. It symbolizes a time to go within for introspection, and also it can signal a closing of a chapter in one life. However, when you close a chapter, you open a new chapter. So you can expect symbolic messages. You may have experiences of deja vu. You may experience heightened synchronicities that nudge you to make decisions that you may have been delaying making. So think about shadow work with a lighthouse. So it's time to meet what you would rather avoid, but know that it's best to not avoid it any longer because you have the guidance that you need. It's also a time for gratitude and spiritual connection with the harvest and natural cycles. I've been talking about harvest all week on Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. So you could check those replays about harvest. This is the opportune time to pay attention and be grateful for what has ripened in your life and what you are reaping now. Lastly, it encourages emotional release to support you in letting go of what no longer serves you and preparing for the transition into the fall season. The energy of this moon is ideal for journaling, meditation, and connecting with your inner wisdom, all of which we will be doing this evening. The signs most impacted by the energy of this full moon are Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. So, my Geminis, my Virgos, and my Pisces pay special attention to the energy that you are feeling during these next couple of days with this full moon and take full advantage of it. You know, really sit with yourself, give yourself the time, the space. No, Davy, no, Davy, not now, baby. Give yourself the time and the space to really be more still, listen within, and follow what you are guided to do. My Geminis, Virgos, and Pisces. All right, so that was a sip of this beautiful full moon, this blood moon, this total lunar eclipse, this corn moon in Pisces. So now we're going to move into our inspirational reading. And today's readings comes to you from the Science of Mind magazine. I'm going to share with you the reading from September 2nd, which is titled Where You Are Meant to Be. Where You Are Meant to Be. And so there's a quote by Ernest Holmes: "The divine spirit always knows what to do and how to do it. So I am never without guidance in the successful achievements of my good desires. My every thought, act, and purpose is guided by this wisdom." So aligned with this full moon energy guidance. There's a quote by Khalil Gibran: "Your reason and your passion are the rudder and the sails of your seafaring soul." And here is the reading. What do you want to do when you grow up? We have all been rehearsing the answer to that question since we were young. And even now, we can feel pressured by it, assuming the answer should be clear. Perhaps you ask the same questions I ask myself. Is our purpose a career, a calling, or a way of living? Do we have one purpose or many? Does our purpose change throughout our life? Is there both a personal purpose and a universal purpose? After graduating from nursing school, I began performing as a jazz pianist in nightclubs, and after 20 years went by. Since then, I wandered through a I wandered through a menagerie, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, of other careers, following exactly what my heart led me. I have never regretted a moment of it. Every day held meaningful and joyful moments. We are not our titles, our jobs, and our salaries. We are so much more than that. We are infinite possibility. When we follow the authentic yearnings of the heart, what Ernest Holmes calls the divine urge, we can't miss our purpose. When a door closes, another door is meant to open. Believe, pray, pay attention, strive to be the absolute best version of yourself, and life will unfold as it should. A future goal is not your life, the path is your life. What you do today is your life. Create a life that brings you moments of meaning and joy, and the path will lead you to exactly where you are meant to be. And the closing affirmation is: as I follow the authentic yearnings of my heart, I find the way home to my true path and purpose. So that was the reading from Science of Mind magazine. The author is Mary Davis. She's doing the daily guides for September. All right. So we're going to keep moving forward and prepare for our meditation and journaling. So if you haven't done this process with me before, we move in and out of meditation and journaling, but we stay in the energy of the meditation, even though we may be writing. Okay? So have handy your pen, your two pieces of paper, or your piece of paper in your journal, and get comfortable. So let us just take a breath. If you're sitting down, have your feet on the floor so you can support and ground yourself. If you're laying down, just tell yourself this is not the time to sleep. It's the time to meditate. And just pay attention and go within. Just invite yourself to turn away from the day to whatever came before this moment. Allow yourself to be fully present exactly where you are without any distractions, and destructions. And let the breath guide us inward. So let's take a deep breath in and let it out. Let's take another full inhale in and let it out. And we go deeply within with our breath and let it out. And if you haven't already, you can close your eyes or lower your gaze, whatever is comfortable for you. And just allow your body to soften like your breath. And as you breathe, just bring your awareness to any tension you may be feeling in your body. So just do a scan of your body from the top of your head to the soles of your feet and release any tension you may be feeling. Release your head if you're holding it tensely. Release your shoulders. Release any tension you may be feeling in your face, especially in your jaw. Release your tongue if it's at the top of your mouth. Release any tension you may feel in your back, your lower back, upper back. Just gently continue to scan your body. And just allow your breath to find its natural rhythm. And let us just be here for a moment, just with the breath, slowly easing us and guiding us within. Taking us deeper within and higher in consciousness. And we know right where we are, all is well. In this right now moment, all is well. And so we breathe. And as we breathe, let's bring to our imagination. See yourself standing in a golden field at dusk. The air is crisp and is carrying the scent of the earth and ripened grain. The field is beautiful and bountiful. You see, it stretches an abundant harvest of corn, fruits, vegetables, all the gifts of the season, grown with time, patience, and care. And you just take that scene in, seeing the fullness of the harvest. And as you breathe, breathe in the gratitude for what has blossomed in your life. Blossom like this harvest, this abundant harvest of corn, fruits, and vegetables. With each breath, be grateful for the lessons learned, the love shared, and the growth you have nurtured. And let's take a breath. And so, standing in this beautiful golden field at dusk, you notice right above you the moon. It is full. It is a slight red crimson hue, and it is bright and beautiful. And the energy of this moon is offering itself to you to release what no longer serves you. Any old patterns, doubts, fears, limiting beliefs, any illusions, just bring them to the light of the moon. And the moon will carry what you are releasing away like dry husks are carried away by the wind. So let us allow the light of the moon to dissolve what you are willing to release. And take a breath. And so we know there is power in writing things down. And so staying in this meditative state, gently opening your eyes, taking your pen in hand on the separate piece of paper, write down what you are releasing. It's important to name what we release. So we'll take a couple of minutes to just write down what you are willing to release. What you are willing to close the door on so that a new door can open. What are you willing to release? And take a breath. And so you captured that which you are willing to release. And now just imagine the things that you wrote on that piece of paper. Imagine this beautiful blood moon sealing the lessons that you've learned through this releasing. And just imagine the light of the moon, receiving it. And just breathe. And so we see this in our mind's eye, and we'll do the physical process on Sunday with the full moon by cutting the cord to what it is that we have released. And so on Sunday, during the full moon, just take the paper and scissors and cut it up. And that will symbolize our cutting the cord, releasing ourselves from whatever it is that we are releasing now. So we go within again, and we just whisper to the moon like we will on Sunday. I release. I release and I declare it complete. I release. I declare it complete. And we gently just repeat that to ourselves now. And we will do the same on Sunday. And so we take a breath, just gently guiding yourself deeper within, still in the beautiful field of abundant harvest. You see in the brilliant golden corn, all the different root vegetables, fruit, all of the things that you love. And they bask in the light of the moon. And you see the great round moon, and it's bathed in its reddish glow. And the moon shines as a sacred mirror, illuminating both your harvest and you. And take a breath. And as you breathe, feel yourself rooted in the ground, divinely supported, connected to the cycles of nature. Feel yourself rooted, planted in this abundant harvest with the reddish glow of the full moon bathing you and what you have grown. The harvest symbolizes what you have sown is now reaping. And how grateful we are for what we have reaped. How grateful we are for our harvest, for our gifts. And so we just breathe in the feeling of gratitude, the feeling of gratitude for our harvest. For we know that our harvest prepares us for our future use. It is our resource that we get to use to guide us in our purpose. And we breathe. And just silently whisper to yourself, thank you. Thank you for all that has ripened in your life. Give gratitude for all that you have received. And now gently open your eyes and take a separate piece of paper or your journal. And we're going to write what we are grateful for from our harvest. What have you harvested? What is ripening in your life now that you are grateful for? What are the gifts? What are the blessings? What are the insights? What are the lessons? What are you grateful for? For the blessings and the lessons, the gifts, the insights are your harvest. And so we'll take a moment and capture that which we are grateful for. Just tune in, whatever comes up for you, just capture it on the page. Allow the moon energy to guide you inward. I am grateful for this gift, this blessing, this insight, this lesson, this person, this experience, whatever it may be. Take a couple of more seconds. And we'll bring this to a pause. You can continue later on tonight before you go to bed if other things come up that you would like to capture that you're grateful for. And now let's just take a couple of deep breaths again. Close our eyes and let us just bathe in the light of the moon in our imagination. And so we have released and we have given gratitude. And there is great harmony between releasing and giving thanks. There is great harmony between surrendering and our harvest, because one creates space for the other to come through. And so now just bring your hand to your heart and let us just take a moment to honor the fullness of this moment, this time that you have given to yourself, to be with yourself with the energy of this full moon, recognizing how the universe supports you, guides you, protects you. Feel the light all around you and within you. Take a deep breath in and release. Return fully to your body, feeling refreshed and grounded and in harmony with the season, willing to walk forward, newly aligned to your purpose. And we take a breath. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, wiggle your toes. You may want to sway back and forth just to bring yourself fully back to this physical plane, carrying the energy of gratitude and the wisdom of the harvest within you. And so we breathe. That completes our meditation and journaling. So remember on Sunday to take the paper that you wrote down what you are releasing, get a pair of scissors and cut it up. Cut it up and whisper, I release. And if you could do it outside during the full moon, that would be an amazing ritual to gift to yourself. So again, the full moon is at its peak illumination on Sunday at 2:09 p.m. Eastern Time. And that energy will be present. We will feel it because of the total lunar eclipse, the energy of the blood moon, the energy of the full moon being in Pisces, all of these elements, we will feel it during the next week or so. So let's end this with a reading from 365 Science of Mind. And this is from September 3rd. And I'm just going to read the closing paragraph. Daily, I reassure myself of this divine fact and affirm the intelligence that governs all things governs me. That the life that flows through everything flows through me. That there is one mind, which is God. That this mind is my mind. I believe that this mind is the source of inspiration as well as energy and action, as well as illumination. Therefore, I know that at all times I have a silent, invisible partner walking with me, talking with me, cooperating with me. And I keep my mind open to guidance. So let us keep our minds open to the guidance of this beautiful full moon. Let us pay attention and let us be intentional with how we are using our energy, what we are attracting to us. Let us pay attention. So, thank you all for joining me this evening. I have a couple of announcements I want to share with you. So, the first announcement I would like to share with you is an amazing event that's happening tomorrow. Sekou Writes is having a book launch extravaganza. He is releasing two books, Get Rich 101 by Sekou Writes and Little Sekou's First Dollar. You can go to Sekou Writes on Facebook and get all the information there. There will be the book launch is tomorrow, Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. What you may like to do right after this evening's meditation with the moon is to go to Amazon and purchase Get Rich 101 by Sekou Writes and Little Sekou's First Dollar. You might want to do that tonight and then join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for the book launch. Again, go to Sekou Writes on Facebook and all of the information is there. Secondly, I will be teaching a new class starting in October. It is the Self Mastery Emergence of the True Self, and it's all about what is emerging within you. It's an opportunity to deepen in our spiritual practices and principles and to take mastery to a deeper level. So if you're interested, you can go to rocklandcsl.org and you can register there. The class starts on October 16th. It's an 8-week class. Davy the cat is doing the most tonight, y'all. It's an 8-week class starting on October 16th. The cost is $200. It's a special early bird rate until September 30th, $200. And then starting October 1st, the price goes up to $240. So I will be teaching this class. It is a accredited Centers for Spiritual Living class, but you don't have to be affiliated with Centers for Spiritual Living at all. It's open to everyone. So if you want to go deeper, you want to really immerse yourself in self-mastery, spiritual principles, and practices, this is a class that I think will be wonderful for you to take. So that is all that I have to share this evening. Thank you all for joining me this evening for our special Spirit and Practice meditation with the full moon. I hope that you received what you needed. Pay attention tonight and the next couple of days to your dreams. Pay attention to feelings of deja vu. Pay attention to synchronicities. Pay attention and take action when you're guided to do so. Your intuition is heightened during this full moon energy. So remember that you have all the resources that you need to live a purposeful life, to live life in joy, connected to your yes. Peace and blessings, everyone. Join me Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. for Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. Please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to I Am Rev Melissa. And you can see all the replays of previous morning sips and previous meditations with the full moon. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.